Yesterday, we stopped at route parameters. So, to handle that, we will today first what we will do, we will create our own API. We put some data in that API and we will use it so that if any remote free API is not working, we can understand how to handle locally. So, later I will explain a complete backend also, how to create APIs in the backend and use them. I will just give full stack overview. If you are already learning full stack in backend technologies, you will learn how to create APIs. Temporarily to practice, we will do one thing. So you have to know about setup JSON server for project. So what is the specialty about JSON server is, so it maintains data locally in a JSON file. It maintains data locally in a JSON file. And not only that, it configures a local API with the built-in routes. It configures a local API with the built-in routes. With the built-in routes. So a local data we can maintain. Generally, data is in database, but we will try one complete example using this JSON server. After that, we will go with real database. How to set up is, what is advantage of this is it will maintain the data and it will give us API routes. Yesterday, what is problem when we created JSON file and directly accessing, CORS is blocking. What is advantage here is it will internally manage all the CORS and it will provide a complete API. You know what is CORS? I explained now. While working with Axios, I told you what is the difference between fetch, XML, HTTP, Axios, we learned. How to create that? What you have to do is first, you need to install JSON server for project. npm install JSON server and save. So you need to install JSON server for your project first. After that, we have to create a new file by name db.json in a project root folder. In the project root folder means in the project main folder, where you have package JSON, node modules, public SRC. So you create a new file. Now, how to maintain data in this file is data is defined as JSON object. So, object we have some categories. It is array of objects like products. So we have some array of objects. Like this, you can have any data, some vendors like this. Now, actually, in real time, the db.json will act as database. It acts as database. And what are categories, products, vendors? Categories, products, vendors, they act as tables. That means categories is a table. In the table, categories data. Just like you have Oracle, MySQL, relational database use have a database with tables. Here, these are tables, categories table, products table, vendors table, like that. Now, what is the specialty of JSON server? It can provide options to easily manipulate. So what happens now? Once you maintain that, now run the JSON server to start API. How to run the JSON server is npx JSON server db.json, and we need to use the flag watch. We can use a port number also. By default, port number will be default, it will be 3000. We can set any desired port number also. That means now what happens is it will automatically provide. So a get method http://127.0.0.1 and some 3000 slash, it will say categories. Similarly, products, categories, vendors, everything, it will maintain like this. So that means it have by default get requests. So 127.0.0.1 and 3000, like what products, like vendors. Not only get requests, it will create post request, put request, delete requests also inbuilt. We will use them later because currently in this example, our job is not to insert or update or delete, just to read. We will learn basic reading, how we can do. So we can access the categories, we can access the products by using this technique. And usually they have separate methods also. Like we can have 001 built in slash products slash ID. You can pass an ID. Then automatically it will return the products based on ID. That means it will return specific product which is matching with that ID. And ID is auto generated for every record in table. in table or we call collection. ID is auto generated for every record inside the collection. So this will be good to maintain some local data and use it. So let's see now here what we are doing is in our project. Let's open the project, and in this project I will install JSON server npm install JSON server and save. We are installing JSON server for the project. It's done. After that, what you have to do, go to the root level. Already I created and add a new file. What is the file? db.json. In db.json, yesterday we created same, I added some data. It is an object. In that object, we have categories. Categories will have a category ID and category name. Every category have a ID and name. Every product belongs to some category. That means actually in data, this is primary key and it is foreign key. That means every category belongs, every product belongs to one category. So that means products, this is category ID 1. Category ID 1 means it belongs to which one? Electronics. Category have category ID name. And here it is having categories and all this. Like this, we have data. Suppose I will add another data. And this is like mobile and some price, some rating, and this belongs to same one category. Okay. So this is the data we are maintaining in that JSON file. After that, now you need to start. Open terminal. In my terminal, I have to run the command. What is the command? The command is npx JSON server db.what JSON and watch. And when I hit enter, now you see it starts an API automatically. JSON server started on which port number? 3000. And you can see endpoints, categories and products. We are having two endpoints. You can request and see that. When I request that, you see categories have to return all the categories. And the products have to return all the products. Here I will use products. It should return all the products. And categories products, automatically one ID is generated. It is a unique ID. In this server it is generated. Later when we create database, we can create our own primary keys. We will put our own IDs. This is the data we are having. Every product is having title, price, rating, and every product belongs to some category. We will use this for our routing. We will implement this data and use it in routing. So we don't have any problem of connections with servers and all, because locally we are maintaining the data. Okay. Let's go to our project. Make sure that the API is running. Remember, every day to run API, you have to run this command. Before you start practicing the example, every day you have to run this command. Then you know how to put shortcut If any command you need daily, then you can put a shortcut. How? Copy that command and you can, I will stop the server. It is stopped. Copy the command. After that, you can go to package JSON. In package JSON, you have scripts. In the scripts, you can put a shortcut here. API is shortcut. That API shortcut has to run this command. Which command you need daily? If the command is lengthy to run every time, then you put a shortcut. What is advantage? This is our own name. We can give any name. What is advantage now is simply every day you can just run npm run. Run what is the name? API is the name. Automatically it will start the command and it will start your API. So every day you don't need to type the lengthy command. This is shortcut actually. So we can put a shortcut. So what is that is go to package.json. In that you have scripts. In that scripts, lot of settings will be there. So many will be there. We will put API and in that we will paste that command. What is the advantage? Every time now you can run npm run API. Every time now you can run shorthand command. So that is shortcut. So in this, we already kept data. So this is very helpful in next level. We will build a complete project with this kind of data. We'll see that. Okay, now let's redesign the routing technique. In routing, what we have to do, we have to learn how the route parameters are used, how we use the route parameter. Let's see. Process I told you, make sure that API is running. Okay, let's go to our example. In this example, shopping index, it is showing shopping home. And here, I will not design this now. Later, I will add it. One by one, we will come. Here, this data also changes little bit because every category contains. So category ID, that is a number, and a name, that is what type? String. That means all the categories have category ID and category name. Okay. Now access dot get http colon double slash 127001 port number is 3000. In that, what is it? Categories. Dot then get the response and set categories response dot what data. In the list, we are reading every category. Every category is having an category ID. I will use the category ID as key, and here we will display the category name. Currently link is empty. There is nothing. Later we will design the link. Category dot category have a name. We are displaying the category name. Let's run this. So it is started. By default, the categories are coming. So we have two categories. One is electronics, another one fashion. Now, what is our requirement? When user clicks on electronics, all electronic products must come. That means it should navigate to products page. It should navigate to products page. So to navigate to products page, we need to go to index, and here we need to configure the route. Now we have path. Route path is category products. It should get which element? The element is shopping products. Shopping products element should come. But into this, we need to pass the category ID. Which category related products you want? We need to get the category ID. We need to pass category ID. That means it is expecting a parameter cat ID. I'm just using parameter cat ID. Okay. /:/ parameter name. Parameter name is cat ID. So let's go to the home. In that link click, it should link to products. In that it should pass the category ID. It should pass the category ID. That means here we will put a dynamic backtick. What is it? Products / what is it? Category ID. Category ID is dynamically coming from category dot category dot category ID. We are passing the category ID. So now go to the products. In the products, first I will clean up everything. In the products, we have designed empty. Okay, first we will see here when I click the link, it will go to the products and it will pass the category ID 1. Now what we have to do? We have to collect the category ID and we have to display all the products that are matching with that category. So in products, we need to access the ID. That ID is category ID. We have to access category ID and display all products that belong to category. That means every product belongs to one category and it is mapping using primary and foreign key. Category ID is primary key of categories table and it is a foreign key in products table. That means every category belongs to one product. Every product belongs to one category. Okay. Now we have to collect the ID of category and we display. How to collect the route parameters? We have to collect route parameters by using what? Use params. By using use params, we have to collect the route parameters. Okay. Next, what we have to do, we have to load the products. So we need a constant products. Set products is equal to use state. Products is an array of objects. Every product will have a ID. ID is a string type that is auto generated. Automatically a ID will be there. And every product have a name, not name. In DB.json, you can see every product is having title, price, rating, category ID. So every product have title, it is null, price, it is number, rating, that is also number, category ID is also number. This is the data we are having. Now we need to use a function load products. What this has to load all the products. In that we will filter based on category ID. So what we will do, axios dot get how to load all the products, http://127.0.0.1 port number is 3000 slash what products dot, then it is going to read all the products response here. Okay, now set products. We don't want all products. We want only the products whose category is matching with the category ID. Category ID is matching with the parameter we have passed. So what we will do, we will access response dot data. Response dot data will return all products. In that we will use a find. Not find. Find will return only first occurrence. We will use filter. Filter will return all. Filter every product, and what we have to do, get the product where the category ID is matching with params dot, what is it, cat ID, because in parameters we have cat ID as parameter, because you see the parameter is cat ID. We have to collect that parameter and load. Now on the load we have to load products. Okay, after that we need to display all the product names only here. That means what we will do, products dot map, read every product, and for every product create a list item. And here we will, as of now, we will put a simple link empty, and inside this we want to display the product dot what is it, title. And very important, this will have a key, that is product dot id. Every product will have an id and product have a title. Okay, now what it should do, it should display the products that belongs to that particular id. Here again, see, I'm clicking electronics, it should get electronic products. So let's check here. No problem, I will display here response console.log response.data. It is getting all the data. Now in this data we need to filter based on the category id, but category id is a number, but query string is a string. That means it is not matching with string and number. So what we have to do, simple, we need to convert this category id as number na. That means what we have to do here, parse int convert, what is it, params dot cat id, because route parameter is a string, we have to convert into number. That means it should display the products that are matching with that id. That means now what happens, I will go back home, I click on fashion related product, kid jeans. I will go back home, I click electronic products are Samsung TV mobile. That means it will get only the products that belong to that particular category. So we go back and you see fashion, it will get that. Suppose in the database means here it is db.json. I am adding one more product. I will copy and put another product. This is like, suppose we say shirt, something like this, some different rating we are having. So this belongs to fashion only. Then you can see it should get those products and show. That means it will filter and get only the products that belong to that category. Now, what is the point here is this is the products belonging to that particular category. So now when I click on this product, the product detail should come. The product detail should come. That means when I click on this product, we need to pass the product ID so that we can fetch the data based on ID and we can return only that product related details. That means when user clicks on this, it should navigate from here to back where it should navigate to details page. That means let's see here. We created a shopping details na. This is product details. Okay. Now when that should open, when user clicks on it. So what we have to do now? Let's go to the index. Here we need to add one more route. What is it? Route path. Route path is details. Into the details, it is expecting /:ID. This ID is product ID. We are expecting product ID. So prod ID, something I'm giving. You can give any name. Now, which element it should display? It should display shopping details. Shopping details element should come. Now, we will go to the products. In the products link, whenever user clicks on the link, it should link to which location? I will put a dynamic expression. Link to what? Details. It should link to details. And into the details, we need to pass the product ID. How do we pass the product ID? Here we have every product have an ID na? We will pass the product ID. Details is expecting product ID, we will pass the product ID. Now see what happens here. When I click on any product, that product related ID will be passed. Now comes one more new concept here. What is the new concept is? Observe carefully here. When I am defining the path, this is very famous and very important in interviews. What is the concept is? So the question you will see in interviews is, what is difference between absolute and relative path? This is very, very important in web interviews. Actually, it is available everywhere. It is the concept you will face everywhere. What is absolute path? What is relative path? How do we define absolute and relative path? Absolute is individual. Absolute is individual, which sets a new path for resource. Which sets a new path for resource. And what is relative path? Relative is used. Relative is used as context of existing. Relative is used as context of existing path. It is related to current path. It is related to current path. We have absolute path, we have relative path. Absolute path is a new path. It will set a new path. Relative path, relative to the existing. I will show the point. I will show current example only. Suppose we are having http colon some local host some port number slash. Currently we are accessing suppose products. Now what happened is here we are having a link to I am writing details. I am just adding some details, roughly only one point I am giving. Now I click details. If I write like this, what will happen is, if I write like this becomes relative path. That becomes a relative path. Relative path means, do you know what will happen now? What will happen? HTTP colon double slash localhost. We have port number slash products. To that products, details will be added. That means this new path details will be added to existing path. Will be added to existing path. Currently, already you are in which path? Products. Now, what will happen? It will add details into that products. Actually, this is good if you designed the routes as child routes. But details we haven't designed as child route. We created independent. When we created independent, now if you write like this, what will happen? It will set as relative path. That means this is actually relative path. Set as relative. Which one set as relative? Details. Details set as relative. Details is set as relative. But actually, we haven't designed details as a part of products. We created details separately. Products separate, details separate. We created it separately. Then we have to just write like this. What is it? Link to. What is it? Slash details. Understood? The slash indicates that it is not a relative path. It is an absolute path. That means what is the meaning of this now? When you add slash, then it becomes absolute path. You remember one point. If there is slash before the path in a link, that means it is absolute. What it will do is, it will remove the existing and it will add a new path. That means now what is the final result will be? Localhost in that port number, it will remove products and it will put only details. This is nothing but details set as new path. Am I right? That is new path. So when to use relative path, I will show you. Relative path is used when we design child routes. When you design child routes, a route inside route, then we use relative. Absolute path, actually current, observe carefully. When we designed, you see the routes in the index page. When we designed the routes here, details, see products end here na. Products ended, and you created details as not a child of products. It is separate. Products is separate, details is separate. But see in the link what you done. In the link you are just using details. If you are using details, what will it will do? Observe carefully. What it is going to do? Currently I am watching products. Which category products? One, electronic category products. When I click on this product, this will go to details and it will pass the ID. And see, details and ID is added to the current path. Details and ID is added to this current path. Already this path is there, details is added to it. We don't want like that. We want details as a separate path because we haven't created it as a child. We created as a absolute. So what we have to do now? We have to just add slash details. That simple slash matters. If you don't use slash before the path, it will become an relative path. If you put slash, it will become an absolute path. Now you see what will happen. I will go here. I select electronics. Electronics will come. I click on Samsung, then details will come. Otherwise, what it will do is it will add the path to the existing path. We should set as a new path. So if you want to clean up the existing path and you want to set a new path, every path is actually by default absolute. If you create child routes are by default relative. You cannot use slash for them. Slash is used for absolute paths. So what is difference between absolute path and relative path? This is important. That is one very important thing. So if you just miss this slash, then it becomes relative. That means this one small point matters. This little bit confuses learners because they see that some people writing slash details, some people writing only details. Many times people ask this question, sir, I have seen somewhere they're writing slash before the path. If they are writing slash before the path, what is the meaning? The path is an absolute path. If they are not using slash, that means their intention is to keep it as relative. Now what we have to do? In details page, what we have to do? We need to collect the product ID and display the details of that product. Let's do. How to access the product based on ID. Let's go to details, and here we need to load the product and display. So I will use params. Use params to collect the route parameter. After that, I will use product and set product. And here use state. We are expecting only one product, and that product will have an ID. Actually, ID default ID. That means it is a string type. Product have a name a title. Title. Product have title, which is string type. Product have price. Product have rating, which is a number. Product have a category ID. Category ID is also a number. Now what we have to do? We have to write a function load product. What this should do? Load only the product that is matching with that particular ID. So axios dot get http://127.0.0.1 is the port number, and slash products slash ID. ID is dynamically coming from params dot ID, not ID, prod ID I given the parameter as prod ID, and it is a string type, no problem. So dot then get the response, and the response you need to load. Set product is equal to response dot what data. One product is loaded. We will use effect. Okay. And here we are going to display load product, and we will load only that product. That means I will just put a data list, data term, product name. Product name will come from product dot title. Another one is price. Price will come from product dot what? Price. Another one rating. Rating will come from product dot rating. It will come. So class bi star fill and text success something. Okay, now you can see what happens. It will get that product detail and show. Now what should happen from here? When I click back, it should go to the same category. It should go to the same category. That means what it should do, I will put a link here. This link should say back to products. So what it should do, it should navigate to where? It should navigate to slash. Why slash? It should clean up. existing path, and it should go to where? Products. Products is expecting a category ID. You have to pass the category ID. That means product dot category ID. We have to pass the category ID. Then what it is going to do? When I click back to products, it will get back to the category. So we click back to home, it will go back to the home. You select fashion, then it will open fashion. You selected kid jeans, then it will get the kid jeans price. So we say back to products and it will get back to the products. So we are accessing the data and we are using the route parameter. Now comes important is here our intention is to understand route parameter. Now, what is the key point? When I click kid jeans, the details of jeans should come here only. That means already you are currently watching products. You are watching products. So what we want when user clicks on this, what should happen is it should open the details here only. It should open the details here itself. It should open the details there only. That means when you are accessing that, it should open the details here only. Previously, what happening? It is cleaning up and it is loading details, but we need to add details here. That means we need to put the details here itself. Details of which product? That product related ID. That means inside the products route, you need a child route. We need a child route. That means the details must be displayed not in a separate screen. It should bring in existing. Then how do we create the child routes? Let's see the point. So after understanding this route parameter, so next important, you should know about here, child routes. We need to know about the child routes. Child routes. Child routes. What is the concept of the child routes is first point. Route can be nested. Route can be nested. It allows to configure children. It allows to configure children. A child route is rendered within the context of parent. A child route is rendered within the context of parent. Child routes are always used as relative routes. Child routes are always used as relative routes. How do we define is, for example, we have route path. This is parent and element is parent element. In that, we have again route path. This is child and the element is child element. Inside the child element, there can be another. You can have multiple child. You can have multiple child routes. Inside the child, you can have another child. Any levels, you can go like that. So we have the parent and child. Here, what is important to remember is when you define a child route to render inside parent, you have to tell inside parent where. That means where the location, where you want to render the child. You have to tell the location. That means you are saying that in this example, you are saying that when I click kids genes, the data will open. That means this kids genes, this kids genes, it will request and it will load. It will load this kids genes. Where? That means in this component where you have to decide one location for it. Suppose right side. This location is called outlet, and outlet is mandatory to mention. That means when you define any component to render inside existing component, you have to tell where it should render. We need to allocate a location for it, and that location is called outlet. We need to define an outlet for this. Let's see how it works now. So, what is outlet and why you need this outlet? Where we use this outlet is important. So, what is the concept here? Child route is rendered inside parent at a marked location. At a marked location. And you have to mark the location. You have to mark the location using outlet. Outlet. So what is this outlet? It is a route component. It is a route component used to render child content inside parent. It is a route component used to render child content inside parent. Right. So outlet is important. So within the route, if you want to define another. So let's see here. So for example, now let's go and design it first. We need to make some changes now. First change in the index. This details, you don't end the route of products here. This is products. In that products, you need details. That means in the products, we need to keep details. That means now details is a child route of the parent. This is products. In that we have details. Okay. Let's go to home. In that, so it is navigating to the category. Okay. Products. It is navigating to details, but details is not a absolute path now. It is an relative path. It is an relative path. That means we have to just remove the slash. That means it will render inside. Okay, now see here. What happens now is I will go home. I selected electronics, electronic products came. And here I am clicking on it. You see the path details is added to existing path, but result is not rendered because we haven't mentioned where to render. That means what we have to do, go to parent. Parent is products. We have to render beside it. Na? That means let's do one thing. So we will go to the products. In the products, we will create a section. In that we will create two divisions. Div 1, in that left side, that data will come. And right side, details will come. Okay, this I will keep as class row. This as class call sum 4. This as class sum call 8. And you can see actually it is left side, right side, the result should be rendered. Here we have to keep outlet. Understood? Na? And the result will be rendered here. The result will be rendered here. And depends. Now, when you are rendering the result here in the details, I don't need this link anymore. I don't that link anymore. I can render the details in a better way, whatever I want. Suppose I will keep this. Let's say, yeah, I will remove this. I will keep this in a div. Just roughly, I will put a class card. So we have style. Width of card is some 300 250 pixel. Okay, so card have padding margin, so is 2 padding 2, something like this. We given inside this we will have a div. This is card header, and in this I will keep detail product details, and we will add a card body, and in this I will keep that list. That means in the card body, I will render the data list, the details. Just I'm using the like this now. We can display anywhere we want. Now you see, I will go back home. Let's one by one click on fashion. It will get the fashion. I click on kids jeans. It will open the details. That means this is kids jeans product details. But very important, I click on shirt. Then you see shirt ID is changed, but it is not loading. You know the reason and you know the solution. Why it is not loading? Details is not loading because details will load only once. Whenever the ID changed, the details should load again. That means what we have to do, go to the details logic, use effect. What is the dependency? Dependency is the route parameter. Na? That means we will use what? Params. That means whenever parameter changes, automatically that product should come. Whenever parameter changes, that will come. Otherwise, it will load only the first product. Second one, it will not load because whenever parameter changes, dependency is parameter here. Dependency is parameter. Which parameter? If there are many parameters, you can mention specific. Or you can say that any parameter changed, refresh. Then better you just pass the params. That means any change in that params object, it will automatically reload. That means it is going to reload and get the data. So back to home, you see, I say electronics. I selected Samsung. The Samsung details will open. And I click on mobile. The mobile details will open. That means it is changing and it is accessing. This is route outlet. And very important here, one more important point is actually outlet. Outlet is always configured in parent component UI. outlet is always configured in parent component user interface. Outlet is always configured in parent component user interface. Here, one another important question is, can we configure multiple route outlets? So the answer is yes. In React, it is possible, but some technologies that support routing, there it is not possible. Why this is asked? Because in some technologies which support routing and outlets, they don't support multiple outlets. They support only one outlet. That's the reason that question is asked. In React, it allows. You can render the same in multiple places. You can have multiple outlets. It's not possible in some technologies which support routing. So here it is possible. You see now, suppose if I given in the parent component, if I given one more outlet, what will happen? Another outlet means 2 times it will render. It will render 2 times. We can have multiple outlets that child can render in so many places. For example, you may ask like why we need this. Suppose a user logged in. When he logged in, his profile must be displayed in 2 places, one top in the header and bottom in the footer also. From footer also he may sign out. From header also he may sign out. That means sign out locations must be displayed in several places, not only at the top. So user don't need to scroll to top to sign out. In between also somewhere we can keep it. So it should render multiple places, right? So that is the reason multiple outlets are supported here. There is no problem in that. This is how we can define child routes, the parent and the child routes, right? Now, another option is here. Once we do, I will update this. This entire code will be automatically pushed into Git. I shared a Git link. I made it public. All the project is available into the Git link. In the classroom, you will find that. Okay. These also will be updated. Every day, whatever we are doing, it is updated into the Git. Now, let's see another point here. Means basic how we define here. Once we know the child routes and route parameters, another important question here is, so how to navigate dynamically? How to navigate dynamically? How to navigate dynamically? First point, what is dynamic navigation? Dynamic navigation allows to navigate according to the state and situation. Dynamic navigation allows to navigate according to the state and situation. According to the state and situation. And how do we dynamically navigate? Actually, in JavaScript, suppose I entered valid details, then I will navigate to dashboard. If I entered wrong details, then I will navigate to error. That means it will navigate to error page when invalid. It will navigate to dashboard when it is valid. How dynamically it can change? That is, in JavaScript, we use location.href. By using location href, you can dynamically navigate to any location. That's what we do in JavaScript. Here, how we can do? What we can do is here, React allows Reload allows dynamic navigation by using use navigate hook. By using use navigate hook, it allows navigation by using use navigate hook. Syntactically, you have to just create a navigate reference, use navigate. And what this navigate method can do, navigate method can navigate to any path. You can define any path. It can be absolute path or relative path. Absolute or relative path. Absolute or relative path. For example, just we are adding one option. So we are defining one concept here. Means later we will build it. Shopping. I'll just add shopping login dot jsx. Shopping login. This is a shopping login JSX page. So we are creating a simple container fluid. Okay. Here, suppose we are creating a simple form. In the form, we will have some username and input type text, and we have password. And we have a input type password. Now, what is the point here? Button type is submit and say login. Now, what I will do is in the index, this will get us the shopping login. Shopping login will come. And for home, we will use path home. It will get an element called shopping home. Means we just changed the concept. That is nothing but every time first what happens when you open the login screen will come. And if login is valid, then only home should come. That means he must able to access our page. Otherwise, don't allow. Just show invalid password or something. Okay, first how to collect the data from username, password, verify, lengthy process, or handling form is a very complicated thing in React. For that we have a solution. What is it? We have formic library na. So constant, what we will do, we will create formic is equal to, what is it? Use formic. Use formic requires initial values. Initial values will have a username string and will have a password. Password is also string. So here it will have a name called username and we have a password name called what? Password. Okay, you know what to do. On submit, formic dot handle submit, and here on change, formic dot what? Handle change. So here also on change, formic dot handle change. Okay. On submit, what we have to do? On submit, we have to collect user details. After collecting user details, if we will put a condition, if user dot use suppose I am checking only password, later we can verify from data. If user password is matching with some admin, I'm asking for admin as password, then it should navigate to home. It should navigate to home. Otherwise, it should show an alert saying that invalid password. It should show invalid password. Try again. Something like this, it should display. And if it is valid, it should automatically navigate. This is dynamic navigation. How you will automatically navigate? We will create navigate is equal to, what is it? Use navigate. And this navigate method will use navigate. It will navigate to which path? Slash, because it should clean up everything. It should navigate to home. Because I changed this as home now. Home will get me the shopping home. It will get me the shopping home. So let's see now. I am entering username and some password is wrong. And login, it says invalid password, try again. Okay. I cannot go to home. I will put the password admin and login. Then it will navigate to home. That means we can handle the navigation dynamically. Dynamic navigation means depending on situation, it should able to go to that particular location, and that we can implement by using use navigate. Use navigate is a new one from version 6 and 7 of router. Earlier we don't have this. Earlier we used to use a option called use history, but now it is outdated. Now in old React projects you will see different, but in the latest everywhere all are migrating from old to new. Now you have to use the new method. What is it? Use navigate. Use navigate is a hook which is required for dynamic navigation. So we implemented one dynamic navigation also here, right? That's one basic. Later we can create complete flow. Complete flow means what? If anybody tries to open any page without login, it will automatically take to login. That means we can maintain login credentials using cookies. We will learn cookies, state management we can implement here. First, we should understand how to handle dynamic navigation. So this is the concept, right? So what you learned, how to set up local data and how to start our own APIs locally, API, and how we can create a simple navigation with route and route parameters and child routes. You learned route parameter, and you learned child routes. One more is there. So dynamic navigation. And another point is when you are working with routes, we have search parameters. You learned about route parameters. We have search parameters. What are search parameters and what is difference between route and search parameter? That we'll see next session. Tomorrow we will do that. Right, in tomorrow's session, we will discuss about search parameters and we will learn how to create the same routes with a route object, means a separate file. In real world projects, both are used. I will show you another technique of writing the route that we'll see in next session. Tomorrow we'll do. Okay, right.